Hello, today I would like to share our stack of math picture books. I'm not really sure how to explain it. So a teacher friend of ours gave us a stack of books that she has that are mainly picture books, such as this one or this one. And I thought that I would share them with you so that you could get some ideas on some fun ways to put some math into your read aloud time. So here we go. I'll show you the inside of the books now. Okay, so the first book we have here is Counting on Frank. And I'll do a little flip through. It looks like just a story about a kid who has a very large imagination. The next book is How Big is a Foot? So there's just a story that goes through about learning about how big a foot is, and then they're measuring different things. We have Millions to Measure. The words are really nice and big in this one, so lots of little kids would be able to read this easily. Even here, like, that's a pretty nice size word. This could be one that you could read also, like, as mother and student. So the student could read this and the other person could read all the bubbles. So there's some weight and some measuring of liquids, measuring of time. So that book looks really cute. Here is 1 grain of rice. And I believe this book is about a person who wanted to get married to a rice farmer's daughter, and his dad said he couldn't, and then he proved that you could get rich from 1 grain of rice if you knew what you were doing. There is 100 Hungry Ants. I'm not a total fan of the illustrations, but they're kind of cute. There's Grandfather Tang's Story, a tale told with tanagrams. Oh, that's cool, because then we can recreate all of the animals that they build with the tanagrams. There's Pigs Will Be Pigs. Looks like it's about money. Not really a fan of the illustrations again, but I think the kids will like them. They're super colorful. There's A Remainder of One, which looks like it's by the same person who did the 100 Hungry Ants. Yes, it is. So same style of pictures and then the writing below, which is helpful when children are reading because it's less distracting. There's Anno's Hat Tricks. Not sure how this relates to math. I could tell you that I wouldn't personally have bought this book. The pages are way too thin. Like, they're so thin you can see through to the next page. It's really, really thin. So, I guess if you could find it secondhand, that would be fine, but I wouldn't suggest spending a lot of money on it. Here's Anno's Magic Seeds by the same author. The illustrations are kind of fun because we could recreate these kind of illustrations in our homeschool. It's just like ripped paper looking. There's Clocks and More Clocks. There's Too Many Monkeys. Oh, this one will be really good for my daughter because she enjoys counting, so she can also learn that like 2 and 2 are the same thing. This is just written and numerical. So that will be a fun book. The Button Box, which reminds me of my grandmother who has a giant box of buttons. Yep, my grandma has a special box. Yep, she does. This is about what it looks like too. A giant box of buttons. But this is cool, finding all the patterns that are the same and all of these. Yeah, that's a cute book. All right, and the Doorbell Rings. The King's Flower. So about time and measurements and different things like that. Size, I'm not really sure why the people in that book were super tiny. Roosters Off to See the World. My daughter loves these books, so she will be thrilled. So then as we progress with the amount of animals that rooster has seen. There's 17 Kings and 42 Elephants. That would be quite the march. The illustrations are really cute. They look like they've been done with like white glue and then pressed on, and it kind of like leaked out a little bit. or watercolor paint, and this part was covered in like salt or something. I'm not sure, but I really like the illustrations in this book. Very artistic. How much is a million? So it's just trying to give a little perspective to how much a million really is, which is a nice way for kids, because my kids are always saying, I have 1,000,000 fries, or you took 1,000,000 of my chips. And it's nice to put a little bit of perspective. The King's Commissioners. This one again looks like a sillier type of illustration, and I'm not too sure what it is about as far as math goes. Methods of counting. So just different counting methods as they go through. We have if you made 1,000,000. So then this is talking about money instead of quantity of things. Again, super, super cute though, and totally makes the amount of money come to life, where kids can be kind of out of it when they're talking about money. They think $2 is more than $5 if they have 2 loonies or a $5 bill. So I really enjoy that. Domino Edition. This looks like it might be, yeah, we can use this kind of as an activity book as well, which is super cool. So on this side, it does the addition, and then there's this side, which has the matching things. And it does that over and over, which is cool because my kids love dominoes. We have icky bug shapes, which is good for my kindergartner. We can start to see shapes in the world, which is really awesome. And she does that anyways, but it's cool to have it in a book like this, and we can bring a little bit of nature into our home with this as well. We have Inchworm and a Half. So obviously this is going to be about measurement, but in a funny, cute way. The illustrations are quite silly, but super cute. We have a chair for my mother. I'm not sure what this is going to be about. Looks like money a little bit. Like she's saving to buy this chair for her mother. Yeah. So that's very cute. Then we have a grain of rice, which is the same as that illustrated book before, I believe. This one is just the chapter book. Yeah. So this one is a little bit more in depth, maybe, or they just squeeze it into this book. I'm not really sure. We have How Much Is That Guinea Pig in the Window? And this one is definitely a math book. It says, Hello Math Reader. I didn't even know they made those, like, specifically for math. So this is a kids chapter book, so it will have like small chapters. So then this is chapter 2. So my son can probably read this, so we might use this as a read aloud for him. And then we have the last book here for our math books is The last book here for our math books is Alexander, Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. Oh, I'm just recording this last book on my phone because my camera died and I didn't want to wait to pull the video out. So Alexander, Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. I have to show you this first picture of him though because he looks so grumpy. I actually really like these illustrations. I don't think my kids will very much though. So there's that book. Thank you for watching that. If you liked this video about math books, please give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more. Mainly I do homeschool videos, mom videos, and videos that are vlogs of our family adventures. So if you would like to see that, then please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Bye!